Come we go up at Jerusalem one more time. Come we go up at Jerusalem one more time. We have to pray, yes we have to pray. We have to pray for the judgment day. So come we go up at Jerusalem one more time. Men see their dreams and aspiration crumble in front of their face, and all of their wicked intention to destroy the human race. Oh, I believe. Oh, I believe. Oh, I believe.
5 and 13, read it. Matthew 5 and 13. Get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? We get into it.
Okay. This is disciples and the world. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13.
Bring that up.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
You are the salt of the earth.
But if the salt have lost his savor,
And the Esau, we have the salt has lost its savor into a certain degree because, look, if you think that we are what we're doing right now is something, bro, you should go and read back in time how powerful we were, man. Even in this kingdom, even in Europe, how we were powerful, man. We were so powerful. That's the Shemite. The Shemite, they vibe reverse to a certain degree. Yeah, because we come from them. You know, Abraham. Abraham, that's Abraham people. People, how many people know that? You don't even know that. It took Malachi and Shana to come to open our eyes to certain things. Let's keep honor where honor is given. Huh? Yeah, but I'm saying that Abraham came from these people, and then he came out of these people. That's why it's called Hebrew. Cross over, pass over. He made that move for these people that were worshipping other things. And he didn't like that because I said, I'm taking you out to create a new order.
That's
his dad, his mom, everyone.
the worship.
Yeah.
That's why the Most High loved them so much.
Yeah. So he took,
the reason why,
his guy was Lot. He took his family, and a lot of people followed them into West Africa. And the first place he came was Mamre. And Mamre is Mamara'a. Mamara'a means fatness. Yeah, that's why Mamara'a. That's why you see our women, the fat thing, you know, because a woman as well represent, when you look at them, because what did they say about Earth? Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Even some brothers in America, they call women Earth. Why? Because you put a seed in the earth. Yeah. So our women are our earths, but we put a seed in them. That's why they look like, if you look at Africa, Africa has like that form. It's like a woman with a big behind. That part, that West Africa, it's like a big behind. The West Africa, when you look at the map, it's like a big behind. It's like a big bump. A big bump. The big, yeah, that part all the way to like that big bump.
What's the face then? Is it like what? Can't be Egypt.
The face would be, yeah, the face would be at the east because that's what looking at Panayam, that's what look at the Mosai. That's why you pray to the east. See, the Mosai is not, the Mosai is the architect, man. The Mosai is the poet. Everything he does, everything is connected. You just have to, the Mosai give you the spirit to understand. So Mamara'a is the fatness. So when the Mosai said in Genesis 49 that he will give the fatness of the earth to Esau, that's what he meant. Are they not in South Africa? They are there. Are they not controlling Africa? Yes, they are. The fatness of the earth. Oh, yeah. His wife is a beautiful wife. He went and took her, he married her. I don't know, I think she's here now. Right. See how quick that shit was? Fucking hell, man. I don't know if Ashley is a speckled bird or if it's a but you know, he went and took a girl from there, a Canaanite girl or something like that. She's a Canaanite. I looked at her, you know, that Canaanite girl, and the reason why you see that, and that's another thing, those South African women, the big bomb represent the Mamara'a. So they used to live in Egypt, they used to live in that area. Even when you look at history, the people that lived in South Africa from the get-go is the San people. You know the San people? The San people.
Oh, San.
They look like the Chinese. They're red. They look like the Chinese. These are the people that used to live there, and then they went the South the Canaanite got to when we fought them. They had to go back down. And Canaan means lowland, so they had to go lower to Africa anyway. Canaan means lowland, so they're meant to live in lowlands.
So there's enough in it.
Yeah, we're good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, what am I going into?
Understand what's going on. Yeah, we're talking about Matthew 5 and 30. Reading it from top.
Alright. So this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Right?
But if the salt have lost his savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under
And to be
foot
short,
of
you
men.
see, to be trodden, you get a term comes again.
Yeah.
Every time to be trodden on the foot of men. So once we lose our power, it's so able to show them down. So when you say Jerusalem, it means show them down. The people that are trodden down. Now you might say that these people have been trodden down, but there are the fake. It's like a fake reality that was given to take us away from the truth and what's really going on. Understand that. All right. So let's look at the wide meaning of Israel being the salt of the earth, Matthew 5 and 13. These precepts also explain why a lot of brothers of the diaspora refute the truth about the land being in West Africa, because that salt lost its flavor, right, and its savor, and it's still being trodden down as we speak. And on the flip side, we are still the salt, given the fact that we are the flavor of society. So is the land of West Africa. Almost all the key resources that Esau relied on to empower himself comes from the West African soil, and that's the salt. Okay. As far as those in the circumcision who would say that our church is in error, I would like to say this. The elders on one West claim that Cornelius was Esau, and imagine the other errors that the churches which branched out from them inherited, among which we have the real location of Canaan. So they make always that mistake. Now read 2 Timothy 3 and 14. I spoke about that earlier. Now read it.
2 Timothy 3 and 14.
2 Timothy 3 and 14. So people always use that precept to come against the new one, to come against this understanding. And I'm like to tell you that you're in error. Read it.
All right. Yeah, this is difficult times will come. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14, right? But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of.
Right, so continue that in the thing that thou hast learned and hast been assured of. So my question is this: when Elder Tara say that Cornelius was Israelite, whilst his leader was saying that Cornelius was an Israelite, was he in error? No, he wasn't in error. So if you use that principle, you could have said that he's in error. They say, I'm sure the elder pick up that principle and say, read it again. What did they say again?
Yeah, from the top. So this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Right. So if you learn, just because you learn something doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, it's the truth. Just like Elder Tara. Yes, he learned that Cornelius was an Edomite, but after a while he was like, no, the Spirit revealed to me. Like Cornelius, revelation. So it's something can be revealed. Remember, we're in captivity. Even the name and all of that, it could be, you know, who knows when you do the Abagada, Abazaka, Tayakala, Manasseh I. Who is to say that that I is not E? Who is to say that that I is not pronounced E? Because I is English. I.
True.
Who is to say that that I is not E? Because when you look at the Arabs and all of these, the Ishmaelites and all of that, they always say E. They use E. Mala'i. You know? Aki. So we don't know. But during captivity, we just rehearse it. Right? So it's the same thing. You were born in captivity and they were giving you certain understanding, but you go let the Spirit reveal to you. If someone give a revelation, doesn't mean that they're lying. You go into the Spirit and say, look, is it the truth of course? And through dreams, through revelation, meditation, you know, vision, you know, manifestation, you will find out, but don't refute it. Anyway, so I'll say this. Elder Tahara was inspired by the Rahab or the Shah to crack the code in regard to Cornelius being an Israelite. And that's why they kicked him out. And I'm sure the church quoted that same 2 Timothy 3 and 14 to him. But was he wrong or right? Of course he was right. All right? Same thing with Yahweh Shai. The Pharisees thought he was wrong, but was he? No, he wasn't. All right? The land is in West Africa, and Yahweh is so wise that he made sure to leave some proof today. So, some proof today for the stickler, all right, to wisdom or for wisdom, all right, to see slavery took place in West Africa, right, and also in Europe, or mainly in West Africa. Now, history tells us that the Moors and the Jacobites ruling in the Dark Ages, and also it tells us about them being taken down, which led to a lot of them sent to the Americas. Esau tried to establish a replacement theology, and one of them was to use Rudolf Windsor, which is the book from Babylon to Timbuktu, that book.
Got it.
Yeah. That book. I mean, I like that book.
Sure.
Yeah. I like that book. That book, there's a lot of truth in it, you know. But as you know, Esau has this thing where he will tell you half truth and half lies. Half truth and half lies, man. So Esau tried to establish a replacement theology, and one of them was to use Rudolf Windsor to make us believe that in 70 AD we fled from present-day Palestine into Africa, all right? And which is the lie, because like I said, man, when you read Luke 21 and 24, it tells you, read Luke 21 and 24 again, so people can understand what we're talking about. It don't make no sense. That's why the Bible has to be revealed. You know, you can teach it, they can teach it to you, but it has to be revealed. You're gonna be able to know. Like I said, please perceive. I said, know ye indeed, but perceive it not. Meaning, you hear it, or hear it, you hear it. So, hear it indeed, but perceive not. Meaning, hear it, you hear it, but you don't know. That's what happened a lot of times. You got it?
21 and 22.
Luke 21 and 24.
That's it. All right. So this is Luke chapter 21, verse 24.
No.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Yep, that's us. You know, we go, you know what happened. Carry on.
And shall be led away captive.
Right, shall be led away captive. Will be led away captive. The Jakes, the Negro will let the kid away captives, yeah?
Into all nations.
Into all nations.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
See?
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So that means that Jerusalem is the place where we were taken captive from. That's where they took the slave from. That's what Luke 21 and 24 is saying. That's what Yahweh Shai is saying. So that means that 70 AD situation, I'm not saying that something never happened in 70 AD. I'm just saying that they're connected the wrong way. That connection between slavery and the 7 AD, meaning like we run away and 1,000 years after then we got taken into slavery. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, because Yahweh is showing us that wherever we got taken into slavery, that's Jerusalem. Because it was supposed to be trodden down by the, so they took us out, like they say, kick out. They kicked us out, and then they took it. That's Jerusalem. So West Africa, that's what Jerusalem is. Therefore, that's what the land is. You gotta understand it, man. All right. So, well, it is clearly a lie. We've always been in West Africa. All right. After we took down Canaan, which means lowland. But why does it mean lowland? All right. Now read Numbers 13 and 17. Numbers 13 and 17, man. We get in there, man. We get in there.
Numbers what?
Numbers 13 and 17.
17.
So Numbers chapter 13 and verse 17.
Okay. This is spies view the land. Numbers chapter 13 verse 17.
Yeah, bring that up.
And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan.
Right.
And said unto them, get you up this way southward.
Get you up this way. So get up.
Go
get
south.
up.
Go down.
Yeah, get up. You know, get up, get ready. Right? And go where?
Southward.
Right. Now go into Canaan.
And go up into the mountain.
Right. So they went into the mountain, right?
Canaan.
They went into the mountain, boom, and then they had to go southward eventually. Why did they have to go southward? Because of the location of Canaan. So from where they were, they had to go down. So read it.
Okay, we've done this before. So the outline of biblical usage.
Repetition is the mother of all skill, right? So sometimes you have to repeat yourself.
100%. So the outline of biblical usage for Canaan equals lowland.
Lowland, right? So they went lowland, right?
Yeah.
So read now Genesis 12 and 6. Genesis chapter 12 and verse 6. Right? So Moses told the spy to take the path which goes downward. So where they were, they didn't go up. That would be modern day Palestine. Rather, they went downward, hence why Canaan is known as the lowland based of its southward location. All right? Read Genesis 12 and 6.
Sorry, verse 6?
Genesis 12 and verse 6.
All right, this is Abraham's journeys to Egypt. Genesis chapter 12, verse 6. And Abram, as we know, Father Abraham, passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, or Sachem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land. Verse 7, and the Lord appeared unto Abram, and said, unto thy seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him.
Now, when you see Moreh, yeah, Moreh, yeah. Today, there's in Burkina Faso, the land of Ibrahim Traoré, the people that are fighting the French people. There's a group for the Mosi. He's from the Mosi tribe, and the Mosi language is Moreh.
Serious? What, Burkina Faso?
Yeah. They speak Moreh with it.
That's the language.
That's the main language over there is Moreh.
Not that you don't know, bro.
So you guys, man, see the Mossad will leave clues. You guys don't. You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. All right. So now, slavery taking place in West Africa was a fulfillment of prophecy. Luke 21, 20-24, and read Ezekiel 36 and 5. Even that Ezekiel 36 and 5 pertaineth to West Africa, not to that land. Because that land is a fake conflict, man. They had to create a conflict to make us believe that, because they had to create a conflict so it can look like biblical prophecy is taking place. When actually the real biblical prophecy is taking place, but in West Africa. Read it.
Verse 5, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This is the mountains of Israel to be blessed. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land,
carry on,
into their possession.
Right. Jerusalem shall be shut them until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled.
With the joy of all their heart.
Right.
With the spiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey.
To cast it out for a prey.
Esau's a predator.
Yeah. And when you're a predator, what do you think? You're a predator because you want some food.
Yes.
When the lion attacked the zebra, all of those things, because he want to eat. Why would a predator go to a place where there's no food?
True, that makes sense.
The reason why they went to Africa, because Africa is the richest place. We're gonna read it. It tells you that in the Bible that the land will be the glory of their land. If I'm a predator, why would I go to a land that has nothing?
Barren.
Come on. We're not saying that land is barren, but compared to what the Bible says as far as the land, biblically and prophetically, that's not the land. Right? That's not the land. They just took it. It's a political to take you to because they say that they're the children, so they have to create land and make believe. So you gotta open your eyes, man. Right. So and plus, saying that we run from the so-called modern day Middle East to West Africa is not following the prophetic and historical pattern of the Most High, right? Allowing the heathen to take us down over, except the 10 tribes in America and the Moors in Europe. But in those cases, they did not flee to America and to Europe. They went there by themselves. What I'm saying is this: if you say that we run from that place into Africa, it goes against it goes against the prophet, the pattern of Yahushua, because every time the Babylonian came and the Assyrian came to take us into captivity, they came into our lands. They didn't go to us in the land where we were hiding to take us. Now you can say that, well, but we rule in Europe, but Europe is not our land. We went to America, it's not our land, but no, we went in our own accords. We came to Europe. We didn't flee. We came to Europe. We didn't flee to America. We went to America. So that's different. But as far as the enemy coming to take us, he always comes to take us where we are, at home. He doesn't go to where we hide. No. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that as well. You gotta follow, biblical pattern to understand the Bible. Now I want you to read Zechariah 14:2. Zechariah 14:2 proves that a residue stayed in Israel after men and women were taken into slavery. And he also debunked that the whole idea of the Israelites being taken out of the land, and also debunked that whole idea of every Israelite being taken off the land. We're gonna read it. You gotta understand, man. Not all of us were taken. To some stayed. Some left, some stayed. Because if they take everyone else, who are they gonna use, for labor and that?
They use us for manpower, isn't it?
Yeah. How you gonna take everyone? If the land, I'm taking you away. I'm taking you strong men because I want your land. Once I take the strong men, the one that weak that stay, they're gonna work for me, so I can take the reason why I keep you strong men out of the land, the riches. We gotta deal with logic and common sense in this truth, man. We gotta have a certain wisdom to understand the Bible, because the Bible is a book of wisdom. You know what I mean? So read Zechariah 14:2. Zechariah 14:2.
Okay, this is Jehovah who will battle Jerusalem's foes. Zechariah chapter 14 verse 2. For I will gather all nations
Right?
against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the horses, and the houses reflect, and the woman ravished, and half of the city,
And what?
and half of the city,
And what?
and half of the city
Right.
shall go forth into captivity.
Half of the city shall go forth into, not all the city,
Wow.
not all, half. So some stayed and some left. That's how the Most High work. He doesn't take everyone from the land. So that whole talking about, oh, there's only a remnant of Israelite in Africa. Are you out of your mind? There's a lot more. There's a more. Just like there's a lot more in America. There's a lot. It's the same thing. It's the same balance. You say half. If you want to keep it biblical, are you done?
Now, and the residue
And
of
the
the
residue.
of the
You
people
see that other people,
shall not be cut off from the city.
come on, shall not be cut off from the city. You gotta read the Bible. Blessed is the he that readeth. There's something there. It's a driver, but you can read it. Right? So when you're done with that, read 2 Kings. When I was in I used to do that. I used to take saliva. I said, Mom, what do you do? When I was But it's spiritual, man. Because Yahweh Shai did use the saliva mixed with the earth. He said, yeah, so it's spiritual. But you know, they have like, why do you put that? No, like, let's keep it real, man. Come on. Let's keep it real. We have to be in tune that we are nature. So we live by nature, the natural, you know, instincts inside and survival instinct. Saliva is, so read 2 Kings 24, 14 and 15.
All right. This is deportation to Babylon. 2 Kings chapter 24, verse what? 14, right?
Yeah.
To 16. Verse 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor.
Read from the top again. Read from the top again. Slowly.
Alright. Am I reading too fast?
No, you're good, man. Sometimes I like to read it slow, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
used to say that to me. That's really slow.
Not because you are voicing it. Read it slow. Like this, you know, to make it more impactful, basically.
Okay.
Read it, man.
It's the 2 Kings chapter 24. Chapter 24. Verse 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem and all the princes.
So when you say all Jerusalem, it's just literature. Don't take it in a literal sense. It's not everything, because then after you say all, you will specifically say half. You know, read it.
And all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captains.
See that? All the mighty, even 10. So some stayed, some went. Because when people come, if we, as a group of people, let's say that the police come and go running away, it's not every one of them that are arrested. Some are able to flee. That's just natural. It's just how nature functions. Yeah, carry on.
And all the craftsmen and smiths.
Right?
None remains, save the poorest
Save the poorest.
sort of the people of the land.
See that? And it talks about the northern tribe, you know. Yeah, that's the account about the northern tribes.
Verse 15. And he carried away Jehoiachin. And he carried away Joachim
To Babylon,
to Babylon. And the king's mother and the
Yeah.
king's wives,
Yeah.
and his officers, and the mighty of the land, those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Okay, that's the Babylon one. So it goes to show that's the
Mad.
pattern. They take the prince, the strong, the mighty men, the skilled people, the priest, and they take them there and they leave the poor people the same, so they can control them easily.
Yeah, like divide and conquer, innit?
Yeah.
Literally,
But it's not. So when you 10 tribes say that, all you would think, all the children would think in Africa, what are you talking about, man? Wow, let me read my notes. All right, yeah, I gotta read these notes. When you come on this earth as a baby, you belong immediately to a specific family. It's a specific surname that represents the tribe and the nation. So it should be the same thing. A brother and a sister, which is a same thing for a brother and a sister, which is born again. Because being born again, renewing your mind, you renew your mind basically, right? Which is your mind, which is the 2 Peter 3:1, right? Your mind is still up into remembrance, right? In about who you was before Jeremiah 17:4 God activated on you as a people. Furthermore, it is an error that a lot of churches have when they say the Negroes, Master Church in the circumcision, say that the Negroes are from the most part from the Southern Kingdom. Well, let's look at the etymology of Pamphylia, which we already did, which is a town of the town Apostle Paul visited, and it means of every tribe. I'll put that thing there. We already spoke about that. Right? Remember, Yahushua said, Matthew 15:24, that he come for the lost tribe of Israel. And in Matthew 10:5, he told the disciples to go only to the lost tribe of Israel. He appointed Paul to teach the Gentiles. Why? Because among the Gentiles were the 12 tribes of Israel scattered, and that's why Pamphylia, and that's what Pamphylia symbolizes, right? Everywhere you go, you will find a 12 tribe in one spot. The biggest population in West Africa is found in Nigeria. But why though? Because when you go to Ephraim, it means what? When you go to Ephraim, it means double fruitful or something like that. Right? So that's Ephraim right there. Alright? North America is full of Ephraimite. There are more Ephraimite than Judah. The Dado note as Egypt pyramid on it. Ephraim was the star child among Israel in Egypt. Alright? So that's why I will stay here.
Ephraim, yeah?
Right. I will stay here. I don't want to go too deep into it. Now go to the land, go to Ezekiel 20 and
He's
6.
definitely going to be a star child. That's Joseph's son, isn't it?
Yeah, one point Ephraim was born in Egypt, and that's the reason why, since America is also spiritual Egypt, that's why on the note, on the money note, the dollar note, you go what? The pyramid.
Also that.
Right, it means that the Ephraimite, because when the people were living, the head of the tribe was the Ephraimite. They were the strongest. That's what they led the people. Ephraim and Manasseh led the other tribe into America. So obviously, if you look in the spirit, you will see that the Ephraimite are more. There's more Ephraimite in America.
It's Judah.
Yeah, because Ephraim, because America is what? Egypt is also spiritual Egypt as well, right? Even in Europe, there's a lot of Ephraimites. There's more Ephraimites because they're the most populous tribe in Israel. Double fruitful. Everywhere you go, you will see, it's not just Nigerian that are Ephraimites. You will see some people you don't even go, you will see them through the spirits and the way they move that they're Ephraimites.
Sure.
Now go to Ezekiel 20.
Obviously, it's the Most High's doing it. Man's gone of the Lord, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Most High's doing, but I don't like. Obviously, I understand people come here for work, make money, send it back home, live a better life. But life is already good over there, though. Like.
Yeah, but it's shorted. That's the reason, because there's not a lot of opportunity. It's only the certain elite that have the money.
They come to Europe to hustle, isn't it?
That's the reason why we come over here, because we don't have access to that money that is there.
Oh, okay. You have no choice.
There's money there, but it's not accessible for everyone. Yeah, you can't access it like that unless you're part of of the club. Like you, what's the Arabs, man, bro? The way they're building, it's a nice club. You don't have money. People that have money don't part of that club. You have money that clean. That's why we're trying to get, the both sides, because yes, there's money, but it's to show them on the fruits. The Gentiles are ruling the world. They're the one that place where they want to place, where they want to make money with. The rest they suffer. That's why there's always war, because there's rising every 5 years or whatever in Africa. Especially around the election, presidential election time. People are tired, and the poor people are tired of suffering. So one strong guy rise up, or you know what I'm saying?
But if the poor rise up in the government and overturn the tables, then
that's what's going to happen, bro. Because the Most High will put his spirit on people. We're going to take our land back. Because the time of the Gentiles is almost, the time of the Jews is almost fulfilled. It's coming to an end. We're not going to be war because they're going to leave it like that. Esau ain't going to go away to Esau is going to fight.
Esau's got that. It's funny, man.
We're going to fight. So we're going to fight. And the Most High will put his spirit on us. So that fight that against Esau, it will happen in Africa as well. Not just in the captivity, but in the land as well. Because the land has to be liberated. And the land has to be cleansed as well. And war and fire is a cleansing agent. Yeah, but read Ezekiel 20 and 36, man. Because we spoke about the land being the glory of our land. Let's read it, man. That's a very, we're going to read that Exodus, I believe, 3 or 8, or 8 or 3. And then we're going to see, we're going to be able to understand what the land is. But we already broke it down, man. Right now, it's just like, that's the Hollywood. That's the extra time, basically. Yeah, bring that up.
All right. So this is Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 26. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
Manak. You know, they stop recording, you know.
No, that's flashing red, bro.
Okay, yeah, Kana.
Still got check.
Carry on.
Yeah. So this is Yahweh will restore Israel to her land.
Right.
Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 26. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
Sorry, 26.
Oh, verse 6.
Yeah, verse 6.
All right. This is Yahweh's dealing with Israel rehearsed. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 6. In the day that I lifted up mine hand unto them to bring them forth of the land of Egypt into a land that I had espied for them.
The land I expired for the carry on.
Flowing with milk and honey.
That's the reason why our women got big breasts and our women got big bodies. Okay.
Which is the glory of all lands.
Which is the glory of what?
All lands.
Right, all land. So West Africa is the glory of all land. Resources wise, we ain't gonna go into it. There's so many documentaries. We are the blood, the lifeline of all these European powers. Without us, Esau is done. But the Most High allowed Esau to do it, because when you read, go to Genesis 49.
Yeah, what verse?
49 and 40. 27 like Ezekiel, Genesis 27 and maybe read 39 and 40.
Okay. Alright, this is the stolen blessing. Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now,
Is it to Esau or Israel?
huh?
Is it to Esau or Israel?
Talking to Esau now.
Okay. And the dew, and of the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live,
And by thy sword shalt thou live, carry on,
and shalt serve thy brother.
and shalt serve thy brother. So they're going to serve us,
Yeah.
yeah, in the kingdom.
And it shall come to pass,
And it shall come to pass,
when thou shalt have the dominion,
and that he's having a dominion right now. So that's the
Hold on,
reason
hold
why
on.
they're ruling over us. Yeah?
that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right,
Hold on.
because
But that blessing, stolen blessing, right? That was for Esau. But then Israel then took it when Esau sold the birthright.
Well,
right?
no, what
Whatever his blessing is our blessing, right?
yeah,
Because
so what
he told it.
yes, exactly. That's it.
It's ours. So whatever it says states there, obviously because Esau, as we know, sold his birthright and his blessing, that's whatever I just mentioned there, the fatness of the earth and what? Obviously, when I saw that shall live. But it's ours, it's ours.
Yeah. But then again, he got jealous, and well, understand. So the most
I think Esau clocked and it was just, well, you know what? Look what I did, man. And
yeah,
that's
but then
pissed off.
yeah, then he wanna get it
Israel.
back. So that's what's going on. Till this day, that's what's going on. So he you know, because he's thinking that, and a lot of Edom might not know it, or the elite know it. He's thinking that whatever you have is mine because you took my blessing.
Yeah, but it's your fault.
Or it's your fault. But he doesn't think that. He's like, yo, I got given the sword, I'm gonna go and get it.
you think you
So
have
when
that
you go
right,
and
you
rob
sold it
West,
first,
when you go and rob the land, he's thinking that, yo, I'm doing my thing, man.
And shall live by the sword.
Yeah, he shall live on it. So that's his nature, man.
You know, Esau they created the garden.
Yeah, it's his nature, man. He gonna rob and steal and kill, man. What's to say about Satan? Satan comes to rob and kill. That's what they do. They might come, might wear the suit, they might be suited up. You know what I'm saying? Diplomacy and democracy, talking about peace. But they got their gun in the back, man.
Trust me.
Snatch it to your
Holster,
back.
holster.
Yeah.
You seen American Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's them right there.
So bad,
Yeah, the wicked. Alright, so now.
And the Jamaicans say, wickedy.
Wickedy.
You wickedy.
You wicked. You know what I'm saying? You're wicked, man. So now, let me read something, man. Go to, in that same thing, look for H6638. That same, no, go back to Ezekiel 20. Ezekiel 20 and 6. And look for H6638. I think it's glory. Yeah, I think it's glory. Yeah. I think it's Tazabaya. Tazabaya. It's glory.
86643.
It's glory.
Which is the glory, yeah.
And read the beauty, glory,
Yeah.
honor,
What word was it?
outline, glory.
No, what was the word again? Oh, glory.
Yeah, glory.
Oh, let me go back. Which is the glory. Okay. So the outline of biblical usage for which is the glory, shall I read it? Number 1, beauty, glory, honor.
Yeah, so honor, you see that? Honor. So
1A, beauty. Sorry,
no, we go to
and the root word etymology for
but even take look, you say roebuck and gazelle. You see them in Africa, those things. Click it. Click that on, yeah. What are you saying? To swell up.
what's the word? What's the word? Worship? What was that again? Worship. Glory. Yeah.
To swell. That's why you say fatness. He swell with what? He swell with riches. Swell with riches, resources.
I want to go there so much. No,
Yeah. Don't worry, you will get this.
This
Just-
is
just-
that one. I want to go so bad.
what I mean? Yeah, so you say glory, right? Which is Tazabaya. Interestingly enough, this word glory in Ezekiel 20:6 context plays the same role that scripture plays, which being a double-edged, which is being a double-edged sword. Glory means beauty, splendor, and on the other hand, it means as well to swell, right? Which goes, I told you about the swelling of, of resources and that, but it could mean something else. So it could mean to grow vastly with riches and everything. But on the flip side, the earth being swollen refers to fatness, and since the earth is also a woman, explain why some of our women are chubby or fat. It's all spiritual.
Yeah. And to back up what you just said,
adulterous belly. So when you see a woman that has she's a bit skinny and she go like a pot belly and she go those sort of, I forgot the name. There's a name for that. There's a name for that.
hips.
No. There's a name. For
that muscle.
She got a lot of
that's
I forgot the name. No, there's a name. I'll try to find it and I'll put it. No, there's a name on
muscle.
There's like a condition when the women cheat a lot. These women, they're starting to have like a condition on the legs, on the, I forgot the name, swell up in the way, but there's a name for that.
So you can tell.
You can
if
tell
you're very, very spiritual,
you can tell.
You can tell by the physicality.
It doesn't mean that skinny woman is not cheating. That's not what it means. And that's spiritual because I was dealing with, at some point, a belly starting to swell.
Trust me. That's why we gotta be spiritual, man. We gotta be spiritual out here.
Because back in the day when she was married and I was slapping her, and at some point her belly started to swell. And I was like, why is your belly swelling?
Don't say that about me. You think I'm fine? And then they're arguing.
No, we were talking to that, and it's like, but now it's spiritual.
I used to feel like that a lot, you know.
My days,
I
used
to understand a little bit spiritual things from the physical.
Bro, when you get spiritual, that's when you start to understand a lot of things. Things start to make sense, and you're like, wow, okay, I get it. But anyway, so interestingly enough, this word glory in the Ezekiel 20:6 context plays the same role that the scriptures plays, which is being a double-edged sword. Glory means beauty, splendor, and on the other hand, it means to swell. It could mean also to grow vastly with riches and everything, and everything. But on the flip side, the earth being swollen refers to the fatness, and since the earth is also a woman, we explain why some of our women are chubby or fat, and it's all spiritual. It's an omen of the abundance. Though it's in a cursed paradigm, it shows that the fatness is linked to the food being defiled in a captivity also. Because the reason why we eat in captivity is because we be coming adultery. That's the Most High. That's why he says the belly, the woman, having the belly because of adultery. So when we go through what we go through, because of the food, it's cursed. So people whenever because we are a sign unto Israel. We are a sign as well to show this is how we know we are the people. Because among all the nation, we the one that have that either chubby or fat or our women. It's all spiritual, man. It's gotta be spiritual, man, to understand certain things. Now go to H55. Now I'm gonna give you. We're gonna go into the now we're gonna understand that within the social construct of Africa, the Lashwana Kwadasha is ever present, man. Because I hear people say, oh yeah, in America they found tablets with the Lashwana Kwadasha. What about in Africa? It's even worse in Africa. It's even deeper because the names and the people, the social construct is made of Lashwana Kwadasha, but it's hidden. You gotta find out through spirit. Yeah, that one. shit will take you away from the truth if you're not careful. You're good, you are balancing here.
Yeah.
H85 and 59.
H85.
Yeah. H. No, click on it. Just type H. Sorry. Go back and type H. We're dealing with the concordance now. H. 85. 59. So I can live my life better.
Hey. Right, so look for tomorrow, right? What's the purpose?
Yeah, you see the purpose of it.
Okay.
You go to Tamara.
So we'll go to the root word or just the biblical usage?
Yeah, this time with Tamara. Tamara. What's that? What is it?
Palm tree.
Yeah, read it.
So the outline of biblical usage for Tamar equals palm tree.
Now, who's Tamar? Tamar was the widow of Er, the son of Judah, ain't it? Read that thing.
Widow.
Yeah.
So what? He was a male.
Tamara was a woman, ain't it?
So
Widow Er was the son of Judah. Ain't it?
widow of
Yeah, she's the son of Judah. Yeah, Tamara is the wife of Er, which died, was the son of Judah.
How can she be a wife and
I said son of Judah. Er was the son of Judah. She was the wife
widow
of
of
the son of Judah.
So her husband was Tamar.
She's the wife of and died, so she became
So
the widow.
Tamar was the widow of
Yeah, a woman.
Okay, yeah.
Canaanite woman.
And it says the son. Oh, and was the son of Judah.
Right.
Okay.
Canaanite woman. So that's and you say palm tree. Now you may say that there's palm tree over there, but the place where you're gonna see palm tree for real is in West Africa.
Or LA as well.
Huh?
LA.
Yeah, but LA is an extension of us, isn't it? It's the cultural thing, isn't it? The reason why they got palm tree there is because we have palm tree in West Africa. But everything comes from us, man, from Africa. And then people that went there went with the culture, right? That's one. Now go to 875, 74. Look for a reef map. 875, 74. We spoke about that already. That's just one of, I said I will give you a few understanding about, so you can understand the Lashwana Kwadasha. That's how it manifests. And I'm sure they found it, but maybe they hide it. Because there's a brother in America, and from Aricos telling me that they found actually Lashwana Kwadasha in the land of Benjamin, Togo. And in Togo, there's a clan, there's a group there, how can I say, an ethnic group over there. Every year they come out with they go like, some people go like the wolf, the wolf masquerade. Yeah, and the dance and that, the wolf masquerade. I'm like, oh, that's the spirit right there. Because Togo, the wolf, the raven, the wolf. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they found some tablets. But you see this thing, they're going to hide it. Because Jerusalem is true then. We're not supposed to see this type of thing. But in the name and that you can see, the Lashwana Kwadasha in our name, in some of the things, some of the town, you can find, you will find it. You will find the Lashwana Kwadasha. So go into it. juniper tree.
Broom plant.
Broom plant.
Kind
Broom plant, and a broom plant is what? The palm tree, because in Africa you cut a palm tree, you cut a leaf, and you keep those core, and then you turn it into a broom.
Does it keep witches away as well?
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Funny enough, I thought about that the other day.
Yeah, because when someone's stealing in Africa, there's special people that know they will take 2 brooms like that, and then they will put it around your neck. If you steal it, if you stole that thing that they accuse you of, the broom will get stuck. So like for example, you're like that, right? Quickly, like that. And if you steal, if it's you, when I put those two brooms and I pass it through, I join them from the top like that, and I do all like that. If I pass it through, you didn't steal it. But if I do it and then that is stuck, that means you stole it.
Swear?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, man. But it's a powerful broom. Palm tree is powerful, man.
Oh, I'm going to go to me. Yes, you papa. I'm removing the airborne and I'm coaching. If I say, I'm going to fret, and I said,
I'm Elliot.
Me and far.
Me Elliot, I'm not far.
And to me, Yamia, and Yam, double DB.
Me Elliot, I'm not far. June Sikan,
and to me,
and Yamiswa,
and Yam, and Yam.
Hey, go back.
Palm tree is a very spiritual tree. Now, right, so interesting fact. In the Canaanite pantheon, there is a god called Yam, which is the god of the sea. And in Hebrew, Yamah means west, and Mayamah means water. The fact that Yam means West Nik as well, the location of ancient Canaan, which is West Africa. Okay? Moreover, Baal is a Canaanite god of fertility, another indicator that the land was a very fertile land. And the most fertile land on earth is West Africa. Those who understand, they will understand, right? Alright, now, in Joshua 1 and 4, he described West Africa, and the mention of the Euphrates show us something, and that is the fact that the river Euphrates, contrary to belief, is in Africa, in between the east and the west. Read Joshua 1 and 4, in between the east and West Africa. And the lineage of the term Girgachite shows that Canaan is in Africa. It means dwelling in clay soil. Africa is the only place where you see people build their house with mud soil. Go into Joshua 1 and 4, and we're going to show you, because when you go to Africa, you see the clay, a lot of those huts, we call it huts, they're built with mud, man. And the Girgachite, it goes into clay. See, you don't find that in that place over there. All of that I'm saying. You don't find that in that place. Yeah, and go into Joshua 1 and 4.
This is Yahweh's charge to Joshua. This is Joshua chapter 1 verse 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river.
Right.
The
From
river
this wilderness and unto Lebanon, even into this great river, right?
Yeah. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates.
River, carry on.
all the land of the Hittites,
Yeah.
and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun
The going down of the sun, which
shall
is what?
be your coast.
Which is what? West.
That's true. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west.
And the Hittite is a Hamite tribe, so they're in Africa.
Yeah.
Read Joshua 1 and 4 again, man.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, bro! Like, and I told you that there's a god that's called Yam in the Canaanite pantheon. There's a god that's called Yam. It means west. West, referring to that water in the west. The Atlantic
Ocean. Shall I read it again?
That's why they call it the transatlantic slave trade. Really?
Alright. So this is Jehoahaz's charge to Joshua. Joshua chapter 1 verse 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon.
Lebanon is the top, is the Morocco bit.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
Even unto the great river,
Which is the Mediterranean, Mediterranean river, yeah.
the river Euphrates,
Yeah, that Galilee area, the river. So the river Euphrates is connected to the Mediterranean, you know. So it's in Africa. Carry on.
all the land of the Hittites,
The land of the Hittite, and the Hittite was a people of the Hamite, the Canaanite in Africa. Yeah, read it.
and unto the great sea
And onto the great sea.
towards the going down of the sun.
It talks about the Atlantic, the Atlantic Sea. The Atlantic Sea.
Shall
the
be-
going down of the sun, meaning the west side, yeah?
Shall be your coast.
That's it. Shall be your coast, man. All right, now go to Gurgachai. Say, Gurgachai is G-I-R-G-H-I-T-E.
Gurgashai.
Right, Gurgachai. Read it. Gurgachai.
Who's the Amorites?
Amorites as well. They were living in the Amorite was Canaanite as well. I believe.
Because you know when when someone asks you when I was younger, like even now, kind of, when someone says, "How are you?" One time I said, "I'm alright." I mean, I am alright, but you say I'm alright. Sounds like I'm alright.
But actually,
that's spiritual.
There is
Saying I'm alright.
there is a land, yeah. In Senegal, there's a people called Amori.
Amorites.
Amorites.
You right there, sir?
So the Philistine, man, the Philistine. So when you go to Senegal, all these people, Gambia, Mali, that's what the Philistine are, man.
Can you sorry?
Sorry, boss. Hello? Hello? Are you going to teach here?
Sorry?
Are you going to teach here?
At some point. I'm having a program here.
What time?
My people are coming from 2 o'clock.
Are you doing it every Saturday?
No. Occasionally, every probably 3 months.
Yeah, because we teach here. I don't know what time you start or whatever, but we
2
teach
o'clock.
here.
5 past 2 now.
We teach here. We got some more to do. Well, it's almost done. We got some more to do.
Uncle, we're soon done, yeah?
It's all done, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Give us time, yeah? Give us time to finish.
What time do we finish?
Now give us
We
time to
done.
finish our work.
We almost finished. We're halfway through. But when we finish, you can do your thing.
So when are you guys finishing?
Maybe half an hour.
Alright,
Yeah?
thank you.
Because every Saturday we do the work here. But obviously I understand you say every 3 months. So it's okay.
Yeah.
This is not, our name is not on it. So we can't stop you from, you know what I mean? So
We're speaking to some people. We have spoken to the authorities already.
it's okay. Don't worry. Sorry. We understand. Don't worry. We spiritual men. We
It's good that we
understand.
communicate.
Yes. So yeah, go on.
Alright.
So Gurgachai, what does he mean?
So the outline of biblical usage for Gurgashai or Gurgasite equals dwelling on a
Dwelling on
clayey
a clayey
soil.
So that means when you're in Africa, you see all those, huts built with like a mud. That's it right there. You don't see over there. Today, is it in the spirit to build those things? No. So the God and Child are in that area. Africa, West Africa, man. All right. So that's one thing again. And you can see that we know ocean. You go into it, and you can see it. It's clear, right? So hidden Lashawana Kwadasha within the construct, the social construct of Israel. All right. Now, go to obviously you go. Go to Matthew 2:1. Bethlehem. Matthew 2:1.
2:1.
Let's talk about Bethlehem, man.
All right.
What are Bethlehem? So, little thing like that, when you see it, you understand. Yeah, go on, Bethlehem. Yeah, go on.
Okay. So this is the visit of the Magi. Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Now, when Yahushua was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem.
Right. Wise men from the east so go to Bethlehem now. And let's see what Bethlehem means. Let's see what it means, man.
Okay, so the outline of biblical usage for Bethlehem equals house of bread.
So Bethlehem equals house of bread. All right. Now go into it again. Go read. It's not finished.
Oh, yeah.
House of bread.
What? So the outline of biblical usage 1A. What?
House of bread. Right. Do that one. First. Judah, place of bread, food. Right? Place of bread. Bread. In our term, when we say bread, when we say, oh, I got bread, what does it mean? What does it refer to? Money.
I got the dough.
I got the dough. I got the meat. And the bread, where is the bread of the word? Where is the bread of the word? Who feeds the word? Which place feeds the world? Africa, man. You see, that's when I say, but that's why we read 1 Corinthians 2 to let you know that you gotta have the spirit of Yahweh and all this. So when you got the word of spirit, you won't understand this thing. You gotta have the spirit of Yahweh on you.
100%.
Now go to Ezekiel 23 and 4. You're almost done, man.
All right. This is all. Hold on. This is Ahola and Aholibaz. Aholibaz.
Go to Aholibaz. Type Aholibaz. Read it and type Aholibaz.
Sin and its consequences. Let's go to Aholibaz.
Yeah, go into it. What does it mean? Ezekiel 23 and 24. Hold up.
24.
Ezekiel 23 and 24. Hold up.
24.
And in West Africa, the women that are chubby and that well blessed with the hand. We call them Awulaba. No, Awulaba. On my right is Mamre. It means Mamre. It means package. No, More is the language. More is the place. That's where Abraham goes in. All right. So that means Awulaba. Now read the. Let's see what it means. It's a woman in a tent or something like that.
That song.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's different.
Different,
Yeah, go on.
All right. So the outline of biblical usage, number one for Aholiba equals woman of the tent, or the tent is in her.
Right, the tent is in her. That's the woman of Aholiba. Right, the woman of the tent, the woman of the house. All right, and the big woman, like, you know how women, Aholiba, you see, in our country we say Aholiba. See that's another Alashwana Kwadasha. Now, lastly, I just uncovered a mystery. It is about the term Obia, used by the Jamaican, Asian, and West African. Well, this term is very biblical indeed. In Pelewi Hebrew, it is Awaba, but pronounced Obi. In transliteration, it means familiar spirit, which deals with the spirit of the dead. The root words of is Abba, which goes into ancestral link as forefathers, and also benevolence, protection, right? Which explain that witchcraft stays in the bloodline. Another interesting point is the fact that when Prophet Samuel died, King Saul chased the wizard and those with familiar spirit away. Go to 1 Samuel 28:4.
Repeat that.
I say that. I just uncovered a mystery, and it's about the term Obia, used by the Jamaican, the Asian, and the West African. Well, this term is very biblical indeed. In the Pelewi Hebrew, Lashwana Kodasha, it is Awaba, but pronounced Obi in transliteration. It's Obia. It means familiar spirit, which deals with the spirit of the dead. The root word is Abba, which goes into ancestral link as forefathers and also benevolence, protection, which explain that witchcraft stays in the bloodline. Another interesting point is the fact that Prophet Samuel died. When Prophet Samuel died, King Saul chased the wizard and those with familiar spirits. Read 1 Samuel 28:4. So when you say Obia, it's actually Obi. Obia. Okay, Obia. And in Ghanaian, it's in Ghanaian they say Obayefo. Ashanti, Obia is derived from, because Obia is a word that derived from the Ashanti word Obayefo, which means sorcerer. Alright, so you gotta understand, man.
Start with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know, I just thought that.
Yeah, well maybe they took it from that. Obi, because Obi, the translation for Obi is Awaba, which is familiar spirits, man. Okay, yeah, so go to 1 Samuel 28:4, and that would be it, man. Right? So when you look at Obia mystically and culturally, alright, mystically, Obia is a mystical system which consists of summoning the dead to get answers, and this is known commonly as voodoo in West Africa, particularly in Benin. Alright? There they come in. So yeah, read it quickly, man, before we're gonna be done in a minute.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 24. And the woman had a fat calf in the house, and she hasted and killed it and took
4.
Oh, 24.
No. Samuel 28:4. That's what I meant by that.
24.
You know,
Yeah.
chapter 28:4.
Alright, this is soul and the spirit medium. Soul and the spirit medium. Thus, Samuel chapter 28, verse 4. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And so gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa.
Am I giving you the right thing?
That's what I'm thinking.
Samuel 28, check Samuel 28, and that was when he pulled the thing. Samuel, let's see when Prophet Samuel died. Prophet Samuel died. I'm gonna have to find it.
Pretty as well.
That's the summer is coming in, so obviously.
Spring. It's officially spring, isn't it? Officially spring, isn't it? In a March.
I'm gonna put the precepts so you can go into it. I'm gonna put all the, you know, like I do the, how do you call it? The strong concordance and everything. So the term obia is actually a biblical term. It means familiar spirit. So that's another thing as well to show that.
What about if you see someone? Oh, right, you're familiar. I know you from somewhere.
No, familiar means what is familiar meaning like this spirit knows you really. They work within the construct of the family. They're the one that pass information. So when you see someone is psychic and not, it's a spirit that passes information. So obia works like that. Familiar spirit, you go to a priest and the priest he call them the familiar spirit and they give you information about you, about your mother, whatever you want to know. So when Prophet Samuel died, you know, King Saul chased all familiar the people that work familiar spirits. He chased them away. And when I checked it, yeah, King Saul. But when he had a situation, he went toward that lady in Endor, the lady of Endor, and that I believe is in 1 Samuel 28. That lady of Endor went there to seek the counseling the counseling of Prophet Samuel. And it says that Prophet Samuel, he came out of his resting. He came out and asked King Saul, what do you want from me? So that means that they can summon the energy, the ancestral energy to get information. That obviously is a powerful spiritual system, you know. So Obia is Obayofo in Ashanti, alright, which means sorcerer. But in the Bible it goes back to the same thing, people that work with familiar spirit. So that's another, and I'll put the precept so you can understand. We're done. Yeah? And I'll put the precept so you can understand. Alright? So we prove to you. I mean, you can't escape it. It's like it's right there. We prove to you that, you know what I'm saying, the land is in West Africa, man. If you don't see it, that's because it's not your time to see it. When the time comes, you will see it. Alright, so hopefully you were edified around that long lesson. Probably, do you think we should keep it like a first part or second? One first part was it's like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
So we're going to break it in two, yeah? Right. So within the week, you're going to get, when was he come out? Maybe on Sunday, and then maybe on Wednesday or Tuesday, you're going to get the second part. With that, we're going to turn to the east.
Alright. Call Allah,
Allah.
Yahweh, Ba Shama, Ya Sha'ai, Raka'atha.
For Maya Shara Allah, man. Hopefully we'll see you next week, Lord willing, man. In the valley, and you go, you know, the Christian that want to do their thing, you know, we spiritual. You know, we ain't gonna complain. It's all good, man. Salawama.